Hi Libra, welcome to the channel of love and welcome to your November Tarot and Oracle reading. I'm going to be using the Fairy Tarot and the Fairy Oracle decks for this reading. I will pull 15 cards, Libra, and we shall see what your story is for this November. The song that was coming through, I mean, it's raining. It's raining, it's pouring. The old man is snoring. He went to bed and bumped his head and he couldn't get up in the morning. Okay, so this is very much about something that's happening to a masculine overnight. It's like he bumped his head. And in the morning, it's like he doesn't want to do it the same way that he's been doing it. He's been sleepwalking. Okay, well, he's been sleeping. He's been asleep. He's been snoring. Kind of when you're sleepwalking through your life. Okay. All I'm singing is keep on running. Keep on hiding. 'Cause one day I'm gonna be the one to make you understand. Oh yeah, I wanna be your man. So there's a bit of a female runner energy here. Okay, or there's the intention of this masculine here. He wants you to understand that he wants to be your man. He's going to be your man. So this is about whether or not you were the one that got away. I don't feel like he's going to let you get away again. So keep on running, keep on hiding. This is happening. Okay. The feminine energy here with the running is it's kind of like her ego kind of comes in and says, well, maybe I was wrong, let's just move on. And there's a bit of a fear energy as it's happening. There's the energy of wanting to run away, feeling that this connection's getting closer and closer. I can see that we end with the feminine seeing her own worth. Okay, start running. Bottom of the deck, 3 of spring, it's happening. Plan your next steps with an eye to the long term. Have patience, there are more good things to come, satisfaction from a job well done. I'm going to read this card. 3 of spring, interesting, opened up to the 6 of spring, which is the card that I was just speaking about, where we finished the reading with the feminine seeing her worth. Let's have a look at the underlying energy. Hi Jasper, do you want to come up, darling? Okay. You've accomplished much, and now that hard work is paying off. While you wait for your rewards to be delivered, this is a good time to take a moment and ponder your next step. You'll need to adopt a long-term perspective. The knowledge you've gained since the beginning of your latest endeavour can be used to create even greater success in the future. It's important to have patience right now while your dreams continue to blossom. They will flourish, but it will take a little more time. The fairy holds branches. The fairy holds branches of the holy hawthorn of Glastonbury, which is overflowing with blooms from the divine tree planted by Joseph of Arimathea in the Ace of Spring. She awaits the butterfly boat that will soon come to shore from Avalon, bringing with it the treasures manifested from her hard work. I'm pleased that I read that card. She awaits the butterfly boat. Here's the boat here, just waiting for the butterfly wings to be put in by the masculines. So she awaits the butterfly boat that will soon come to shore from Avalon, bringing with it the treasures manifested from her hard work. The additional meanings of this card: giving or receiving assurances of success, satisfaction with a job well done, seeking out an exciting new adventure and business travel. So things are definitely moving along, Divine Feminine. The heartache, first of all, I'm going to read the story now. Okay, but first of all, I felt this card's been coming up through most of the readings. The Three of Swords, which suggests heartbreak, heartache, pain, sorrow. And I feel like for both of you, this has been healed. Not cured, healed. No, not cured. Okay. There's the energy of love heals all. Okay. Then we have the fantastic connection here of the Divine Feminine and the Divine Masculine. It's happening. But there's something here that needs to be released. When I say the word release, respect just comes through. What you want, baby, I've got it. What you need, you know that I've got it. All I'm asking for is a little respect, just a little bit. Hey, baby, when you get home. So you're looking for respect. I'm feeling the energy here, but you're not really respecting yourself. Because there's this running away from your own worth. So I feel like you've both reached this state of feeling at home with oneself. So rather than running away from the truth, it's time to accept it. Because this is your dream, Divine Feminine. So we release. No, you look like you was going to have a seizure. Come down, darling. Just come onto Mummy's lap. Can you sit down for me, please? Good boy. Thank you. Okay, so we have the release energy, which I felt was the respect energy, is that you're looking for respect, but you need to respect yourself first. Okay, we now have the Emperor. He's got a heart, and he's got, I can see that it's a globe, it's the world. I actually felt like it was a big microphone. Speaking up to the world. He's got himself some fairy wings. So now he's like ready for the fairy boat that the Divine Feminine's waiting for. Now it looks like here that the masculine here needs assistance, but what's coming through is both of you need to tap into your higher self, the higher version of you, whether that's your masculine version, your feminine version. You need to tap into your higher self and work with it. So if you're a feminine, then work with your masculine energy. And if you're masculine, work with your feminine energy. It will get you far. Let's have a look at the next one. The Hermit, Divine Feminine, you is hiding. Interesting, because I feel like that's your microphone. So I feel maybe you've said all that there is to say. You've done all that you can do, which we know because You're just about to reap the manifestation of your hard work. But you have to be patient and wait. And I'd say that it feels like you're waiting for an epiphany. I feel the masculine may be receiving the epiphany, but if you're tapped into your masculine energy, then who knows who's receiving the epiphany? God does. Good boy. Now, the next two cards, where I felt the energy of running away here, but this, now that I'm looking at it, this is really strongly suggesting the feminine needs to be, well, it's coming through softer, more compassionate when it comes to, with regards. You need to come with kind regards for your divine masculine. I feel there's an impatience here. So it's not so much that, I feel like the heartbreak's been lifted, the pain's been lifted. So now there's just this energy of, and my throat is so tickly, excuse me. Excuse me. What's next? About communicating. I'm feeling the masculine energy here. He's actually feeling much stronger. But the feminine, she's got like a baby cub with her. And you can see that at one point the cub is in front of the feminine, and then at the next point he's actually behind her. Okay, the energy shifted now to the masculine. He's waiting for the seasons to change. I noticed yesterday that not that many leaves have fallen off of the tree just yet. But this rain here will encourage it. There's a cleansing here of the earth. Okay, so if we're still taking that this is a microphone, it's held down for the moment. I feel like he's going to set the world alight. It's like he comes floating in on this leaf here. Crisp. Cream and crisp. Okay. So maybe he comes with like some treats, because I was feeling like Doritos and dips. Awakening. He's awake. No, what did I want to say about this? It was about how his energy, I felt the energy of a clean laundry, crispness, like a white shirt, white linen. Just this looking very sleek. Awakening, the hangman. Learning how to use these wings of his. The yin-yang, balancing the feminine masculine energy. So I'm feeling here that actually when it comes, I mean, we're talking to the sign of Libra, which is justice, the scales, balancing the scales. And you're looking at the masculine feminine energy and how you've adapted to both of these energies. And I feel like the masculine's adapted better than the feminine. Being a masculine, I'm feeling that the masculine has adopted his feminine side very well. And it feels like the feminine energy may struggle to understand. It's more about understanding. I feel as if the masculines as a collective here are, even though it's Libra, but I feel very strong divine masculine collective energy, understands the feminine better than maybe what the feminine understands the masculine, if that makes sense. More awareness, more awakening, more compassion towards the divine feminine and her journey. And it feels as if now all the pain has kind of been lifted. He has a lot of compassion for you, divine feminine. But I feel like because it's been a long time, you're kind of on the opposite side of the scales where you're ready to move on, let this be. Let this be. And that's what it will be. But there is this energy of you get to the point where you're good to let it go. And if it comes back to you, it was meant to be. And I feel like you've let go and it's coming back to you. 7 of Summer. After the awakening, no more procrastinating. Your power comes from making a decision. Confusion that arises from overanalyzing the problems. Doesn't say that. Confusion that arises from overanalyzing the options. So I feel maybe the masculine can feel the feminine pulling away here or walking away. I'm walking away from the shadows in my life. Now the Hermit energy is coming through here, and then we have this kind of, he's not really a newborn boy, but he's he's a lad that's branched out. Okay, he's on his own here, and it looks like the Hermit. So it's like he's gone and knocked on her door. Is this what you dreamed of? It's the energy of they will find you. Okay. Because you're not looking anymore. Now that tower, the Glastonbury Tor there, is the gateway to Avalon. Not far away. There's a brightness coming from the feminine here, but also in the distance I can feel the brightness coming from the other side of that tower. Seven of Winter. Interesting. This is coming, but there's the energy of, are you ready, divine feminine? If not, best get your skates on. Okay, magic. And this is about you realising that you are a co-creator and that you are a master manifester. It's coming. Patience. 6 of Spring. I'm going to read this card. Just because I was drawn to the message that we did read, but I opened up to this. I was like 3 steps away. You're 3 steps away from success. 6 of Spring. Wonderful news is on its way. Smart decisions, smart choices that bring rewards and success and public recognition. My phone's just popped up. Lucy, you have 3 new notifications. Okay. 6 of Spring. Open to the Awakening card, which is above it. Well, we can find out what's going on with the masculine. Let's do that first, seeing as I'm already on that page. Oh, okay, so you're on the same page. It's time for a change in perspective. Seeing your challenges seeing your challenges in an entirely different way can help you find a new lease on life or end a stagnant situation. Ask God, the angels and the fairies to give you signs that will help you perceive things in a whole other light. I just perceived some words a bit differently, didn't I? I said challenges and it didn't say that. This is for the masculines. This card can also show up to remind you just how wonderful and magical you are. When others value qualities within you, that you may have labelled weird or unusual, you can come to see the incredible strength and potential that lies in being your unique self. This is a card of charity and kindness. Just as the fairies are willing to reach out and help you on your journey, you are asked to do the same for those who may be in need. It's beautiful to extend aid and compassion to others. Remember, though, to keep a balance so that you don't fall into an unhealthy pattern of overgiving. The fairy on the card is upside down, giving him a whole new way of reflecting upon his decisions, his situation. The traditional yin-yang symbol rests on his feet as he searches for just the right balance in his life. The additional meanings of this card are new points of view, seeing beyond what's obvious, hidden action behind an apparent standstill, exploring your past lifetimes, giving so that others can gain. Divine Feminine, seeing your worth as your Divine Masculine sees you. Six of Spring. Congratulations on a job well done. This isn't a time to be shy or humble. Even if you don't normally seek attention, it's healthy to bask in the glow of your accomplishments. Allow people to see the wonderful things that you've created. Be visible and vocal about your beliefs. Let your unique talents and passions be known. Your role model, showing others what is possible. Wonderful news is on its way to you. It may be a promotion, a new career opportunity, or even an award. Positive recognition for your hard work is at hand. The card features a person of great accomplishments. Unicorns represent purity of thought, while the red rose petals show passion and commitment. No wonder she's such a success. Additional meanings of this card: success, receiving awards or scholarships, being in the public eye, an offer of help from someone very successful. Smart choices. Wow, Libra, that was quite a long reading, wasn't it? Let's wrap this up with an Oracle of the Fairies. Precious time. The Fairy of Time wants you to experience every moment fully and to make the most of your precious time, and be mindful not to waste others' time either. Precious time. And I feel as if this masculine is coming to the part where about you not being able to run or hide from this connection. He's going to be your man. And whether or not it's about running out of time, it just feels like the timing. It's drawing closer, and I believe you can both feel this. Okay. I've gone to Magical Gateway. It takes courage and trust to venture into the unknown, yet this is where the greatest rewards are. It's time to step boldly forward without looking back. Precious time. Are you a clock watcher? Or does it feel like the days are passing you by? The Fairy of Time wants you to experience every moment fully, even in peaceful solitude or meditation, to make the most of your time on earth and celebrate the magical gift of life. With time comes age, and with age often comes wisdom, which makes wisdom a precious gift from time, if we've learned the lessons that time has gifted to us. Perhaps you feel as though you never have enough time to do all the things you need to do, but it's our attitude to time that dictate. Got tongue-tied. With time comes age, and with age often comes wisdom, which makes wisdom a precious gift from time if we've learned the lessons that time has gifted to us. Perhaps you feel as though you never have enough time to do all the things you need to, but it's our attitude to time that dictates the way it impacts our lives. In fairyland, time isn't linear. So fairies don't feel the same restrictions and confines of time that we experience here in the human realm. If you're governed by time and are always glancing at your watch, try taking it off and notice how it makes you feel. Feeling free within time is a beautiful experience. Be aware of time, but don't be ruled by it, and always make time for yourself. This card could also be saying that you're about to learn a timely lesson. It's also important to respect the time of others and always. Are you always fashionably late? If so, set your alarm a little early, arrive on time, and surprise everyone. Okay, there is a surprise coming in for you, Divine Feminine. It's kind of like better late than never. I do want to end this reading because it's a very collective reading with a roomy message for you guys. Okay, let's let Rumi finish this reading off for us. Okay, Rumi, can you finish off this reading for us, please? Got Jasper's hair all over me. Beyond Death, Life. Card number 1. Okay. Let's listen to how Rumi explains what this energy is and what's going on out there in the collective. Footprints lead to the shore of the sea, and beyond that point, no trace remains. Rumi. I am calling to you. Can you hear me? Listen. Within your heart, there I speak. My voice rings true. You are urged beyond what has been. The time has come. Lay it to rest now. This ending comes as grace to free you from all that you have known, for what you have known is now too small for your soul. Bear your uncertainty with equanimity. I am certain enough for both of us. Allow me to show you the light that you are, that burns within you, blazing angel of heavenly purity. I shall unveil you to yourself, undressing your ego, casting aside its layers, as tender as a lover, with unwavering attention upon the sacred body of light. You shall know yourself in truth, as pure, beyond all experience, untainted, ever innocent, as a pure vessel, stripped bare, ready for the divine revelation, as light, as life, as love. The soul craves variety because it leads to wholeness, and wholeness leads to divine revelation. The purpose of the soul incarnating in this world in the first place is to realise its divinity through the sacred crucible of life. The older the soul, the closer it is to the realisation of divine oneness, and the more powerful its determination to shed that which would constrain complete and conscious immersion into the divine presence. So here you are, an old soul at the edge of something you have known, at the cusp of an ending and a beginning. Perhaps you are already in surrender and falling in, or perhaps you are fearful and resisting as you greet your unknown destiny. Yet this moment is happening, because your own divine soul has chosen for it to be this way, so that love may grow. There is no punishment in this ending, nor is there anything to fear. There may be pain, there may be grief and loss, there may be uncertainty and even insecurity. Yet you have a big heart. It says you have a heart big enough to bear such growing pains. Your heart is even big enough to receive the joy that is lying in wait for you to stumble across her in the course of your clumsy, inspired travails into new life. You can scoop her up in your arms and spin her wildly as she delights in your embrace, throwing her head back and laughing her vibrant, contagious laughter, filling you with exquisite ecstasy. Yes, you shall know the truth, the knowledge that the divine is with you, guiding every unfolding moment of your life journey. No matter how dark it may first appear, the divine is with you in unflinching generosity, with compassion, and with fierce passion for your blossoming into all that you are, all that you can be. So, what must you do to receive this divine grace, this new life? You must be willing to face death. It may be that death has come to you in the form of loss of a beloved one, a physical loss that takes you into the darkest despair or depths of your own grieving heart. It may be death that comes to you in the ending of a financial or professional situation you once relied upon. It could also be in the sense that you don't really know who you are anymore. Old identities having shown themselves to be inadequate, inaccurate, mere ego masks, too small, for the great being that you are starting to suspect you may be. Your death may be your choice to let go, to take a step in a new direction, to move house, to end a relationship, to change career, or to step away from a religious or philosophical tradition or a group or teacher. Your death may not feel as though it has come by choice at all. It may be a sickness that leaves you feeling helpless, a relationship or other life circumstance changing when you wish with all your heart that it would not. Your transition through this death may be triggered by the inner feeling that you cannot quite pin down. Nonetheless, it powerfully propels you away from what has been and towards untapped possibilities, perhaps even towards great confusion, as you encounter life in a new way, feeling even somewhat unprepared and uncertain as to what may lie ahead of you now. How you deal with this grace, hidden though it may at first appear to be under the cloak of crisis, is up to you. You have enough spiritual intelligence to shift perspective and to choose, if you wish, to test your inner gaze upon what lies beyond the death. Gaze instead upon the new life that is calling you. When you know deep within that no matter what experiences you have had in your life, that you are untainted, you will be more easily able to trust in the love the divine has for you. You won't question your worthiness, and therefore you will trust in life more easily and more fully, no matter how much it asks of you at times. The divine is a relentless lover. It wants nothing less than your total being to be held in its embrace. Sometimes that means we will have to give up lesser loves for the greater lover, the divine one that calls us to remember our true nature. You are a beautiful blazing soul, having a human experience that defies explanation and opens you up to divinity. That is what is happening in your life now. Whether the death is obvious and painful to you, or whether you are uncertain as to how it is as yet showing up in your life, either way, there is an ending imminent and new life coming to you, with greater opportunity for your radiant soul to shine its beauty in the world. Grasp it eagerly, beloved. Now is not the time for fear or hesitation. Focus on what is becoming, whilst honouring what is no longer to be. And we will leave it there on page 22. Guys, have yourself a fantastic November, and I will catch up with you soon. Until then, take care. Much love. Bye for now.